Your accounting firm is launching a new service, exciting, and you want to tell all of your clients and prospects about it. So you'll be tempted to email your database and tell them what it does and why they need it. You'll then be disappointed with the lack of people who flood into your inbox saying they want to sign up immediately because the email just hasn't had the impact you'd hope for and your clients and prospects aren't seeing the value. Now, you've likely put weeks, possibly even months of thought into your new offering, but just because you understand it doesn't mean they do yet. And this is why you need to start with educating them. And when I say educating them, I don't mean on what the service is, but I mean on how it solves the problems they have and why they need it. So let's go back to the beginning. Take a big step back and think about what problems your clients are having that caused you to create this service. So some questions you could ask yourself are, what client did I speak to that had this problem and how did they feel about it? What did they do about it? Or what questions did they ask me? How does the service work? How long does it take? For those who have used it, what results did they get? And how did they feel afterwards? If you're launching this new service because you've seen other accountants doing it or you saw this cool app and thought, oh, I'd love to get in on that, then you'll likely lose trust with clients who feel they're being sold something they don't actually need. That's why it's so important to do research beforehand to find out if your clients and your audience do need this service. Are they willing to pay for it? Are they willing to pay their accountant for it? To do this research, you could test your ideas with a trusted client or a couple of trusted clients. Offer them the service at a lower rate and get honest, trusted feedback from them and follow their process to see how it all works for them. Now, don't offer the service for free because this will devalue your brand new offering and sets the expectations for further down the line. Next up, you're going to be creating a launch plan to help you organize your ideas and set achievable timelines. So this needs to include a few things. First up is your message. Now, your message needs to educate your audience on how the service will solve a problem that they might not even be aware they have. Now, as a marketing manager, I find this one of the most challenging parts when it comes to marketing. And for me, it always comes back to two questions. One, who is the message for? And two, how does it solve the problems they have? Now, have those two questions to hand, whether you write them down or stick them up on the wall or have them on a G sheet, wherever it suits you. So when you're brainstorming or thinking about, or when you're in the shower, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're thinking about what my message is, come back to those two questions because they will be so helpful in helping you to shape that messaging and make sure you're not focusing on the what's, but you're focusing on the how's. Next up will be content. Now, there's a huge amount of content you could create. You could do blogs, you could do guides, you could do social media posts, you can do videos. That can feel pretty overwhelming when you list it out like that. So my recommendation would be choose two based on one, what would be the most helpful to your audience? And by that, I mean, how does your audience consume media? Are they creative, so more visual people? Or would they prefer, for example, to read something and learn through that? So you'd create a blog. Second of all, what's the fastest for you? And by that, I mean, if you're going to put off a video for months and months and months, choose a blog. So those are the two things I would do to help you choose two pieces of content to create initially. There'll be more further down the line, but to get you started, choose two. Next up, you need to think about your audience. So you've got two groups of audience here. You've got your prospects and your clients, and both of them are going to follow slightly different progression models for this new service. Your clients already know you, already trust you, you've built up that relationship, they know that you bring value to them and they can see that value. But just because they buy other services from you doesn't mean they're going to immediately buy this service. So there's still some education to be done with your clients here. In terms of prospects, they need to go through the awareness stage. They might not even know who you are yet. So they've got to go through that stage where they see your content, they see your blogs, they see your videos, and they start to build up trust with you. There will be a point where your prospects and clients progression model starts to meet, but at the beginning, they will start off in different places. Think about systems. Build yourself a web page that has a video explaining a little bit about what the service is, but more on how it will solve their problems. You could also include a demo so people can see exactly what the service is and how it works. Make it really easy for people to sign up on your web page. So have a really easy sign up form that people can either book a discovery call with you to find out more or sign up for the service. And also include a waitlist form. It may be that you're busy already and you're wanting to launch this new service, and actually people can wait. And bearing in mind, the right people will wait, the right clients will wait. And that's where timelines come in. Give yourself as much space as you need to launch this new service. Remember, it's yours and you can do it within your own time frames. And as I just said, the right clients will wait for it. So once you've built out your launch plan, it's time to move to execution. So you're ready for launch. It's exciting. So you're going to start publishing your content. Now you can do this on your website where you'll be posting blogs and videos, on your social media, so across Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and that'll be a mix of videos and blogs and punchy statements on Instagram. And now you can look at the email marketing. So that email you were tempted to send right at the start, that's where that email now comes in, because you've built up what your message is going to be and what you're going to say and who you're going to say it to. So now in that email, you can include how the service will help them, a video from yourself on how it will, and that demo that we talked about putting on the website page. Remember, you are really good at what you do and you can be proud of yourself for working hard to get this new service launched, but take your time and do it at your own pace. Now you might be watching this video and thinking, whoa, I did not realize I needed to learn so much about digging into the issues of my clients and how actually that's what impacts my marketing. If that's you, then you need to think about signing up to our next Accelerator coaching group. It's a 12-week group that will walk you through the elements of marketing in order, so you will be able to create a campaign for a one-off service, but actually for the marketing of your whole firm. Campaigns is the last session, the 12th session, because that brings together audience and issues and website pages and emails and social media and everything into one. I really hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing your new services.